Alright, my Jam Pro year review. So it's been exactly 1 year since I joined Jam Pro, went through all the classes and all the, training, passing the test, whatever. And would I do it again if it was last year or next year? Yeah, you know what I mean? Of course I would. Like I say, I think the best way, especially, let's do introversion versus extroversion. Like, if you're not a person who can go out and just like cold call and walk to these different places and buildings and get through security and go through all of that, talking to somebody's office administrator and trying to get to somebody who pays the actual check. That's a lot. It ain't a lot of work, but it's extra work you don't have to do if you don't want to. Because with Jam Pro, you don't have to go through all that. Jam Pro so big, like it's like you don't. It's Jam Pro. It's like McDonald's of cleaning at this point. Like, so what you don't. They got stuff everywhere, man. Like, I honestly tell you something. I went to do like a walk through with my representative person, and we did a walkthrough yesterday with a couple places. Man, they literally like 2 minutes away from me. Man, I didn't even know they even had these places down here. It's so crazy. I'm thinking to myself, like, man, it's deeper than this. Like, I didn't even know they had none of these places. So they got these little places by me, and I live in a super small city, but it's next to a big city. You know what I'm saying? But you know how you have sub cities next to big cities? But whatever the case may be, I just never thought they had those. So if they got these little places by me in nowhere, man, nowhere land, like, imagine what they got everywhere, big cities, you know. So Jam Pro just like that. You got to give them the respect. They doing their thing. They got thousands of marketing people that's doing stuff you don't know behind the scenes to get you money. So with that being said, like, I feel like it's the best way to go because, like I said, if you can't do all that cold calling and doing all of that, you shouldn't start off like that. If you don't feel comfortable talking to people in the first place, so you should always try to get a leg up on you, getting your finances right, and starting your what you want to do with your life right. Get an easier path. It ain't hard. I mean, it ain't easy, by the way, but it makes it easier because you got the contracts in place. You don't have to deal with all the paperwork that goes into it at first. The legalities, they take care of your insurance. I mean, you pay your insurance when you like out of your own contracts, but you ain't got to worry about getting insurance quotes and all this stuff at first. Like I say, if you want to branch off and do your own thing, once you get, you know, in the game, then Jam Pro don't hold you back. You can do whatever you want to do. Take how many contracts you want or how many contracts you don't want. But I would say they helped me out immensely. I've never thought I would get this far this quick. Like, I literally had I had recently I had a $5,000 check. It was like 5,000 something else. Like, you know what I'm saying though? Like, for real. Like, recently, like, that's the biggest check I've had in my life. I, for working, you know what I'm saying? From a job or something like that. Like, so I just, you know, yeah, like, and for those think you try to rob somebody, like, that money gone anyway. Like, I don't keep nothing but a debit card anyway. So you had to rob me. You could have got me back in a couple days. And back in the days, you could have robbed me. I could have had money on me, cash on me, like an idiot. So yeah, that money been gone. So trust me. But I just think that, like I say, they start you off, they get you contracts, and they get you in the game. Like, it's like once you make a hit song, you in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what you do after that, you in the game. You know people. People know your name. You made some money. You famous off of one song. Like, so, like I say, with any trade, you get better. Like, you get to see the contracts. You get to meet people. You get to see the actual things you need. Like, cause when you new to the game of cleaning, you just go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff you think will work. You wind up not using half that stuff. You wind up using a mop, a vacuum, some vinegar. because I don't use Windex. It's street too much, and I ain't that good at wiping. So, I mean, what else you need? Some antibacterial spray and some mop soap, whatever. Some mop, you know, like you ever go out and buy 20,000 things that you don't need. You don't need none of that stuff. So you gotta get these trucks and all this. No, man, you can do it in a 4-door car, a sedan. Like, but you don't know that until you get into the real game of this. Like, and Jam Pro, like I say, they give you the list of everything you need. They help you out, and they do something incredibly important, which I think is the number one thing why Jam Pro's actually winning right now. They have somebody check your accounts. Like, if you by yourself doing this, it would be a bias. Like, if I by myself doing it, I wouldn't have nobody check it. And somebody probably would have told me something like, oh yeah, whatever. I'd probably look over it and I'd be biased to my own self, because we all biased to what we do to a certain extent, right? Like, it's 4 eyes better than 2. If two people can check one thing instead of one person checking one thing, it's better like that. Like, so they come around and they check they do a survey on how your accounts look, like how good it is, how bad it is. And I feel like that makes the customer feel better too. Cause it's like, okay, I can express this, cause they might be nervous about you, might be nervous about telling you something, or might don't want to offend you. So they might not say nothing, and the next thing you know, you get replaced or whatever. So it's best they feel more comfortable talking to a third party, right? So I definitely feel that part is why Jam Pro is actually winning, because they do that. They care about the customer. So I would definitely say, you can't go wrong. And it costs under $1,000 to get started at first, right? I mean, of course you can buy your own equipment, but so basically you only paying like, I think it's $800, something like that, $900, wherever your area is at. It's under $1,000 for the first tier thing. Don't go by first tier or 50th tier. It don't matter. You start the game with $800. They're gonna give you how many contracts that you can handle. You start the game off with $30,000. I mean, you already got money to blow anyway. Yeah, the reason why. So let me explain that. If you come with $30,000, right, or $20,000, something like that, that means immediately they're gonna find you minimum $20,000 worth of work, worth of contracts. You know what I mean? But you might have. But the reason why somebody might do that is because they already have staff. They already have everything they need. They might have a place to put that stuff already. Everybody's financial situation different. Mine's definitely not that situation. I'm under 1,000. I started off, but it don't matter. It's about how hard you work. This Jam Pro is the one place. How hard you work is how much money you actually gonna make that money back. You can work hard so many places and get treated so bad, not get paid correctly. Jam Pro recognize who work hard, and they gonna get you paid. And that's like for real. I don't care what nobody say. That's why people doing this, to get paid, to get their family better, put themselves in a better position, of course. But you can't put yourself in a better position without money. You know what I mean? So let's just be real. So I definitely say definitely do it. I would do it once again. It's not even about like it's about having something. It's about your name being attached to something. Like, I have a franchise. You know what I mean? And I have people backing me up. By yourself, you just by yourself. So it and like I say, it's sort of biased to all of that, because you never gonna really truly check your work like that. Unless you super efficient type person who's good with X's and O's, and you can check your own self, and you can do stuff like that. Then yeah, you could try it. You know what I'm saying? You probably do good at it. But I took the easier route. I went to Jam Pro. They got me contracts. They got me everything I need, and I'm doing way better than I was before I got to them. So Jam Pro is definitely something I suggest if you want to start cleaning. Like I said, this is my first year this month altogether. So, and I'm doing pretty good. So yeah.